Hello world, it's Maximo Lora with Maximize Your Monday Motivation. And today's topic, say something. I've been wrestling with this topic for several days now. With all the events happening in the news, I wanted to say something. I was like, with the things that are happening, especially in Minnesota, with George Floyd, it was wrong. It was tragedy. It was murder. And I don't know if my voice was something I think people needed to hear, but something inside me was saying, say something. Say something. Stand up for something. I think a part of it also comes from my background. See, I was raised by a single mother, but even more back, I'm Latino, Dominican. Both my parents were born in the Dominican Republic. Now, even if we go more back, like if you really study the history of the Dominican Republic, you have the Spaniards coming in, the Africans from the continent of Africa, from the slave trade. You have the Taino Indians. So I have, black in my blood. And I was wrestling with it. Should I even say something? I grew up in a very diverse community. Latinos, blacks, Asian, white, Rhode Island. And even speaking of Rhode Island itself, there's a lot of history there. Going back to the Dominican Republic and the Caribbean and the African slave trade is the slave triangle. I learned all this history. They used to go to Africa, to the coast, go down to the Caribbean, and then sail up to the state of Rhode Island, where I'm from. How crazy is that? So going back and thinking about that, thinking about my parents, thinking about the racism even in the country of Dominican Republic. But what really got me to say something was the memory of my grandfather. My father's father. The man I was named after. The original Maximo Lora. He was black. He was dark-skinned. And I've heard stories of my grandfather receiving, racism in the Dominican Republic. Somewhat here in the States too. May he rest in peace. But that right there, just the memory of that, I said, you know what? Say something. And for me, if you know me well, if I'm speaking about challenges, obstacles, hurts, or pains, I want to talk about a solution. And I was wrestling with this because I was like, what solution do I have? Like, what solution can I provide for the world? And I don't know who's going to see this video. But at the end of the day, I know I had to say something. And that right there is a start. So if you yourself are wondering or wrestling on what to do, if you feel the hurt, I feel the hurt of my brothers and sisters. My heart is sad. So the first thing one can do is say something. And that's the lesson of today. Say something. Not just say something to say it, but talk amongst each other. Let the pain out. Let the sadness out. Let the hurt out. Because that's what's going to lead to conversations. That's what's going to lead to change. Say something to your officials. Say something to your senators, your governors, your mayors, your president. Say something within your community. Say something to your kids. See, I'm looking for the positive in this negative. And the positive is giving us, I guess, the opportunity to say something. We have the subject at hand now. Yes, like I said earlier, it's tragedy. It's unfortunate. It's sad. I don't even comprehend the video. I couldn't even see the whole thing. Because I'm thinking to myself, like, how do you just stand there with the knee on this guy's neck? And I don't get it. But I do want to say something. And the something is that we got to do better. The something is we got to speak out. The something is we got to teach our kids, our community, our students, I don't know what role you play, the person that's watching this video, I don't know what role you play in your community. You might be a teacher. You might be a community leader. You might be a police officer yourself. You might be a person of color. You might be a black person, a white person, Asian. I don't know. But one thing I do know is that we all have a voice. So I encourage everyone around the world, not just in the U.S., speak up against racism. If you see it, speak up against it. Be the voice. With communication, we can change. I don't want to be long-winded. I don't want to talk too much. I just want to say something. I hope this video brought value to someone. I greatly appreciate you taking time to watch it. My name is Maximo Lora, and all I do is I'm trying to just help people maximize their Mondays, maximize their life. I don't know. And I hope this video brought some kind of value to you today. Thank you for your time. God bless. God bless us all. God bless the world. God bless America. And thank you. I appreciate you. Goodbye.